What's going on, YouTubers? It is Friday. I got a lengthy video for you today. We got to cover some net assets and a few changes with the portfolio. So, the dividends all finally dropped in. We are in week 23 of the high-risk weekly portfolio. Kind of a low week this week. I don't think I've said that before in my videos, but top performer, ULTY, 78%. And even though it's my top performer, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell it next week. YMAG came in at 70. COIW came in at 68% distribution this week. We started the portfolio off with $12,602. We brought in just under $100. Our portfolio distribution average this week was 41%. Excuse me. Let's get into the numbers. QQQY. This one came in at 38% distribution, giving us $5.35. QDTE. This one came in at 31% distribution. Ooh, excuse me. Giving us $1.66. QDTY came in at 28% distribution, giving us 46 cents. WDTE came in at 30% distribution, $3.22 added to the snowball. XDTE came in at 29% distribution, almost $1.75. SDTY, this one came in at 25% distribution, giving us almost 50 cents. IWMY came in at 51% distribution, giving us almost $7. RDTE, this one came in at 46% distribution, giving us $2.40. RDTY came in at 24% distribution, giving us almost a quarter. YBTC, Bitcoin's kind of stalled out. It's just been chilling. This one gave us 47% distribution, $3.39. YieldMax, 65% distribution, $4 and some change. Building up that snowball. YMAG came in at 70% distribution, giving us $5.02. Let's effing go came in at 60% distribution, giving us $7. Yahoo math is off by just a little bit. GPTY, this one came in at 33% distribution, giving us almost $1.50, and I clicked the 50. NVW is no longer NVW. They changed their ticker, I believe, first thing this morning. So now their ticker is NVDW. This one came in at 36% distribution, giving us $1.53. Tesla. We skipped Tesla. TLSW. Tesla Weekly ETF. This one ticker used to be TSW. They added an L. So this one came in at 54% distribution, giving us $1.34. Yahoo will never see that data because the ticker changed. AAPW, our lowest performer of the week, only 14% distribution. That is pretty pathetic. This one gave us 81 cents. COIW, 68% distribution, giving us $1.50. PLTW. Did anybody buy the dip yesterday with the Trump, Mr. President, and Elon Musk? I think that was a social experiment. 58%. Sorry, got squirreled. PLTW came in at 58% distribution, giving us $2.70. ULTY, my least favorite, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell it next week after I get the dividends off it next week. 78% distribution, our top performer for distributions for the week. This one gave us $48 and a penny. Yahoo's off by quite a bit on that one. Last but not least, MAGY, the Magnificent Seven. Man, I cannot talk this morning. This one came in at 25% distribution, giving us 55 cents. So we took this snowball, yes, under $100. We did not break 100 this week. We took this snowball and we bought MST, Defiance Leverage Long Plus Income MSTR ETF. This is another weekly pay. We'll see the distribution from this one next week. And Rex is in the game. Rex NVDA Growth and Income ETF. This one, first distribution for this is another weekly pay. It'll hit next week. Rex came out with 3 other ETFs that I'm probably going to add to the portfolio and compare them, run them up against a couple others. So I know I said months ago that I was done putting weeklies into the portfolio because it was getting overwhelming, but had a small conversation with the VP of Rex and he caught my interest on MSII. This one hit the market. Well, this is the one we added this morning with the snowball. Rex NVDA Growth and Income ETF. This one should be interesting to watch grow. Especially the keyword growth. If they can stay NAV and maybe increase, they'll outperform most of the weekly tickers. How much the distribution will be, unclear at this point. But they came out with, where's it at? These 4 tickers for weeklies. So we added NVII, and we're going to possibly add COII, TSII, and definitely going to add MSII to the portfolio. And MSII can run up against MST, and we'll see which one does the best. But these are growth and income ETFs, so they're changing the game right now. It'll be interesting to watch these perform. Like I said, MST, Defiance. This one's a Defiance Leverage Long Plus Income, so similar to what Rex is doing, Defiance is doing it also. So things are changing in the ETF world, and the distributions, high risk. Most professional stock traders, I'm not a professional, would never invest in this. I'm high risk. I'm going to live forever, so I'm good. All right, enough rambling. Let's take a look at the weekly distribution rates. The Nasdaq 100, Defiance, Roundhill, and YieldMax. Who took it? Like always, or most of the time, majority of the time, Defiance blows out the competition. S&P 500, Defiance squeaks out a win, just barely beating out Roundhill, but Defiance is normally king of the hill on all 3 of these. The Russell 2000 small cap, Defiance again takes it. We've definitely seen a trend when it comes to the Nasdaq category, the S&P 500 category, and the Russell 2000 small cap. Defiance, when it comes to distributions, are given much more back to the customers than the other 2. All right. I think that's it for this one. Let's take a look at the net assets. The first of the month, we always pull the net assets so we can track them. We're seeing some red in expense ratio. That's an increase that nobody likes because it takes money out of our pockets. So QQQY, they increased almost 20 million. My math sucks right now. Roundhill QDTE. This one increased quite a bit. 60 million-ish increase, but their expense ratio also went up 0.02. Keep an eye on that. QDTY. This one went up a little over $1 million. WDTE. This one went up about $4 million. XDTE. This one went up, what's that, 30 million? Nice increase. SDTY went up a little over $1 million, 1.5 million in net assets. Man, I cannot talk this morning. IWMY, this one increased by just over 4 million in net assets. RDTE, this one went up 10 million in net assets, but their expense ratio went up 0.02, taking money out of my pocket. RDTY, this one doubled. It went up quite a bit. That's good. It's always nice to see a double increase in net assets under management. YBTC, this one went up 30 million in net assets. Our biggest portfolio net asset holder, YieldMax, this one went up almost 70 million. This is probably going to be the first one to hit the billion mark. YMAG, this one went up about 20 million. Let's effing go. This one went up, 30 million. Very nice. GPTY went up about 2 million. NVW, I didn't update the ticker on here. This one went up over 4 million. Very good. TSW, which is now TSLW, doubled in net assets. That's outstanding. AAPW, not very popular. It did go up almost $1 million in net assets, but it's our smallest net asset holder for the entire 21 tickers. COIW, this one went up almost 4 million. Very nice increase. And PLTW doubled up. It went from 14 million to 33 million in net assets. That's outstanding. And my least favorite, ULTY, this one increased 110 million in net assets. I don't like this one because I lost a lot of face value in this. And if I do the math over a year after paying Uncle Sam his cut in taxes, barely broke even. So I think I'm missing one. No, let's see, MAG. I'm missing MAGY. I gotta have to collect that data. Man, I messed that up. All right, that's it for now. A little squirreled, a little off. It is Friday. Enjoy your weekend.